The Nextbase 522GW promises premium 1440p safety with smart features that could save your life. Either we have finally reached hassle-free, crystal-clear dash cam protection, or it is another case of clever marketing wrapped around everyday headaches. On paper, it is stacked. 1440p at 30 fps or 1080p at 60 fps through an f1.6 lens, 140-degree field of view, a 3-inch IPS touchscreen, Bluetooth 4.2 and QuickLink Wi-Fi, GPS, G-sensor, emergency SOS, Alexa built-in, and support for discrete rear camera modules. Sounds criminally generous for the price, but here is the thing. The Amazon rating hovers around 3.5 stars at about 199.99, which made me raise an eyebrow. Here is what caught my attention. I actually mounted it, daily drove it, and pushed every feature for 2 weeks, including highway night runs and a weekend road trip in mixed weather. I have put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after 2 solid weeks of testing. The 522GW claims to be the all-in-one guardian for your car. The marketing leans hard on 4 pillars. Excellent 1440p detail with a bright f1.6 lens and wide 140-degree coverage. Frictionless connectivity. Automatic file sync via Bluetooth and QuickLink Wi-Fi to your phone. Serious safety, GPS logging, G-sensor file protection, and emergency SOS that can alert responders. Smart extras. Alexa voice control and optional rear camera modules for full coverage. Sounds tidy, right? Pretty bold claims for under $200, but here is where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim cinema-level detail at 1440p. What you actually get is strong daylight clarity with caveats at night. Evidence. In bright conditions, signage and plates are readable within about 30 to 40 feet, even at 35-45 mph. At dusk or under harsh headlights, the f1.6 aperture helps, but 30 fps introduces motion blur. You can bump to 60 fps, but only at 1080p, and the detail drop is noticeable when you need to freeze a frame. If you add a rear camera, the front often steps down in resolution to juggle bandwidth. That is not switching, that is expensive confusion if you expected full 1440p everywhere. They claim automatic syncing to your phone. What you actually get is app roulette. Evidence. QuickLink is faster than old-school Wi-Fi, but a single 3-minute 1440p clip 200-400 MB took me around 2 to 3 minutes to move, and only when the app stayed awake in the foreground. On both iOS and Android, permissions, battery optimization, and Wi-Fi prompts can break the handoff. Several owners report the same in reviews. Sometimes it just connects, sometimes it does not. In a real incident, pulling the microSD might still be faster. They claim rock-solid safety with GPS, G-sensor, and emergency SOS. What you actually get is generally reliable tracking with a few quirks and a subscription asterisk. Evidence. GPS stamped speed and route accurately once locked, but urban canyons caused a brief drift. The G-sensor out-of-the-box locked clips after speed bumps, which clogs your card and stops loop recording until you format or adjust sensitivity. Emergency SOS is compelling, but it depends on your phone connection and moves to a paid plan after the trial period. You should know that before banking on it as your only safety net. They claim Alexa built-in. What you actually get is novelty that leans on your phone and choose patience. Evidence. Commands like take a picture or call someone worked, but lagged and false activations happened with road noise. The microphone is decent, not magic. Handy, but not mission-critical for a dash cam. The plot twist, parking mode. Marketing implies all-week protection. Reality, here is where it gets mathematically impossible. The internal battery can only run the camera for a few minutes. True parking surveillance requires the hardwire kit or a dedicated power pack. Without it, you have motion detection but not longevity. Also in heat, any lithium-ion-based dash cam risks shutdown. The 522GW held up in mild sun, but some owners report overheating in scorching summers. Be realistic about your climate. But wait, there is more, that polarizing lens. Some listings imply it is built in. In practice, many units need the optional CPL filter to tame windshield glare. If glare reduction matters to you, budget for that accessory or verify what your box includes. Here is a deeper breakdown of the stuff that actually matters: image quality and optics. In daytime, the 1440p sensor plus f1.6 glass is excellent for the price. Colors look natural, WDR handles shadows without flattening the scene, and signs pop. At night, you are trading noise and motion blur. At 1080p 60, moving plate capture improves but text fidelity drops. Pro tip, angle the lens slightly down to reduce headlight flare. If you can add the CPL, reflections drop noticeably. Connectivity and app. The My Nextbase Connect app is better than older gen dash cams, but it is still app dependent. Bluetooth handles discovery, Wi-Fi moves the files. Transfers are fine for one clip, annoying for a dozen. Plan on yanking the card after a big event. Also, firmware updates help stability, do them early. Build, mount, and heat. The magnetic click and go mount with integrated power is a win. It is genuinely convenient to pop the cam off without unplugging cables. The shell feels solid. However, lithium-ion means you should not leave it baking on the windshield in extreme heat. I saw one overheat warning after an hour in a hot car. The camera recovered, but it is a reminder that supercapacitor cams handle heat better. Parking mode and power. Out of the box, parking detection works for brief nudges, not overnight coverage. The hardwire kit transforms it into a viable Sentry by pulling power from your fuse box with voltage cutoff. That is the setup you actually need if you care about dings in parking lots. Review patterns and red flags. The 3.5-star average tells the story. Praises, sharp daytime video, easy mount, safety features, complaints. App instability, occasional lockups requiring a reset, G-sensor overzealous, and confusion over the polarizing filter. None of this screams scam, it screams expectations versus reality. Verdict, buy with caution. If you want strong daytime footage, a slick magnetic mount, and safety extras like GPS and emergency SOS in one neat package, the Nextbase 522GW delivers solid value around $199.99. It is worth it if you are okay with tweaking G-sensor sensitivity, accepting that 1440p at night will blur moving plates, and possibly adding a hardwire kit and CPL filter. Skip this unless you are okay with an app that works most of the time, not all of the time, and a voice assistant that is more party trick than essential. If your priority is heat tolerance or seamless app transfers, look at supercapacitor options from Viofo or Garmin in the same bracket. Otherwise, the 522GW is a capable companion with a few sharp edges. Stay savage out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I have put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about parking mode or rear camera modules? Drop them below and tell me what you want tested next. Budget dual cams or the new Garmin series? New deep dive drops next week. This is your Skeptical Gear Guide signing off.